It's a damn shame that I'm up at this time, but it's something that I'm going to share to you. You ninjas claim that you have God in your life, but you can't quote any scriptures. You ninjas claim that you have God in your life, but you do the very same thing that in your doctrine that you subscribe to is an abomination. Can we just keep it honest? How can you say that you have a God in your life or the God in your life, and you subscribe to the very same God that the so-called oppressor that's oppressing you believes in? You see, doesn't make any sense. And at the end of the day, you always have to hold something outside of yourself that's really inside of yourself accountable for the way that you act. If you have God in your life, why do you need somebody to talk to? If you have God in your life, why do you need somebody to show you love? If you have God in your life, isn't that all that you need? Isn't He all that you need? See, women say all the time that they have God in their life, and they're looking for a God-fearing man. But are you fulfilling your role as what that doctrine says a woman is supposed to do? I've never read or came across any scriptures that says that you are supposed to work on your career, that you are supposed to go to school and get educated. I never read that as your role. I never read that it's okay for you to participate in homosexuality. I never read that it was okay for you to murder in the name of your country or in the name of duty. I've never heard that. I've never read that. Never. You see, it's okay for you to be in a club being promiscuous, and then Sunday you're in church. Why the lies? Why the games? Why the manipulation? There's no need for it. Because at the end of the day, that's why Noble Jubilee said to keep your Bibles, because you are going to condemn the European nations and the European ideologies when the time comes. And the time is near, and it's going to come. It's going to. I don't see the devil polluting the waters. I see man. I don't see the devil having the highest abortion rates. I see the woman. I don't see the devil killing people, whether they're innocent or whether they're not, all in the name of justice. I see man. I don't see the very same people who is okay with allowing a boy, a young boy, to transform himself to something that he's not. And when you speak on these things, you're being very judgmental. And that's why, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. And just like Tupac said in Juice, I don't give a shit. And we're not even going to go there because you know where I'm going at this. You can't even get along with your neighbor and you see him every day, but you have a relationship with God. Does that make any sense? It doesn't. You can't even not treat the next person the way that you want to be treated, but you have a relationship with God. Does that make any sense? The very same thing that you claim is holding you back is the very same thing that you tend to worship. But I'm not supposed to judge. Right. You see, it's not about being perfect. It's about being real with yourself. It's about knowing who you are, thou self. That's why real peace comes from within. You see, I don't have to be in a club. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't party. I am all about the work that needs to be done. Because one thing that people forget is that you are in the world, but you're not supposed to be of the world. And I see a lot of people who claim to have religious beliefs are more in the world than they are outside of the world. So don't play games with me, because at the end of the day, you are dealing with something that you've never dealt with before in your life. In your life. It's a reason why I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is what they call the witching hour, or this is where the energy is the most prevalent. And something told me to make this video because it has a lot to say about the hypocrisy of your so-called spiritual people or religious people. You and I know that it's a fraud. And that is the main reason why Noble Drew Ali said to keep your Bibles, because you are going to be the one that condemn the European nations and the ideologies of the nations. Because for somebody who is so, I'm all about God, it's all about Jesus, but you can't even get along with a person that's right next to you, shows the hypocrisy that we living in today. And with that being said, peace and darkness.